And welcome back, everyone. We have one more team for this afternoon for you, and that is senior team. So what you will be seeing with this team is slightly different to what we've had with the junior shot programs. For the senior shot program, there's an intersection, but it's different to the whips that you've seen. So it's an angled intersection. We have the moves element, which you've already seen from the juniors, and a no-hold element, but this time it won't be in an open block or an open triangle. This time it will be in a closed block. And what the technical panel are looking for are good quality of steps, good edges, good lobes, and there will be a synchronized spin in this program, as well as a traveling element. So it will look quite different to what we've already seen. The way that it's evaluated, exactly the same, with the technical panel calling levels and the judges giving grades of execution and components. And I've just talked all over the judging panel. But it's the same technical panel as you had earlier on. And this team, Skating Graces, train in Chemnitz in Germany. And will be skating to 7 Nation Army. The team captains for this team are Hannah Oberhofner and Lisa Fischer. They train 5 days a week, and in those 5 days they have 8 hours on ice and 7 hours off ice. And the ages for this team, being a senior team, are between 17 and 33. So you can see there is a lot of longevity in competing in synchronized skating. And this team's been together for 16 years. Not the same skaters, but Skating Graces. So the first element we will see will be their move element. Spiral with the change of place. As they duck under the leg, that's counted as a change of place. And then wheelmans for half the team. Good flow, good coverage. And next we have a travelling element, and what the panel is looking for is changes of formation, which we are seeing from 1 circle to 2, but whilst they're doing that they must continue to travel down the ice. If the travelling stops for 2 seconds, then anything that happens after that point isn't counted by the technical panel. So far they've kept moving. So they've moved from 1 circle, 2 circles into a wheel formation. Now we're going to see an intersection, but this is going to be different to the whips, and this is called an angled intersection. And what we're looking for here is some variety going in, and that the rotations begin before the 2 lines overlap. There was a slight overlap with the 2 lines, so that will reduce the level of difficulty for the team. And we had a collision in the middle. Now, this no-hold element we'll see is in a closed block. And what we're looking at are the quality of the steps. Some of the turns a little flat, but overall quite nice, and nicely executed loop at the end. Into the synchronized spin with different spin positions, so pair spin, individual spin, sit position, upright position, arms over the head. Nicely choreographed program. I'm sure they'll be pleased with that performance today. And I found out that in this team they have 2 musicians and 1 choral singer. So as well as the time that they're spending together as a team, they have other interests keeping them busy. But they should be pleased with what they've done today. So here we can see the leading skaters on each of those lines didn't start the rotations before the lines crossed, which is ideally what we want to see. And as they execute the rotations through the point of intersection, that should be on a diagonal path. And always the Hollywood knee for the picture. Well, the coach looks happy with the performance of our team today. And I'm sure those team captains, Hannah and Lisa, will also be pleased with how their fellow team members have delivered that program. And this is another team that will be hoping that their performances here and in some of the other competitions will help them towards being chosen for the World Championships. So they have achieved 53.02 for the program and are in first place. And of course the World Championships are being held here in Salzburg later. And that's happening in April. So anyone who wants to come along, beautiful city, you'll have a wonderful stay, great food by the way, not helping my waistline, but great food and excellent